Alright, so, as you can see, nobody is on right now. This is because I fucking invite people on YouTube and basically nowhere else, and my YouTube channel's dead. So, no surprise there. I was gonna, invite everyone on my friends list too, but, you know, I had a friend, he's like, hey, there's something I gotta do real freaking quick at 9 to 10-ish. And then I'm like, okay, sure. Because he usually is pretty quick. And then he didn't show. So I was like, hi, thank you. Usually you're the one that is so uptight about people being late. Oh well. So yeah, I sort of expected this anyways, even if a bunch of people did get invited. I could invite a bunch of people individually right now if I really wanted to, but eh. Besides, most people are too lazy to make the climb anyways. I just wanted a bunch of people to start. But life doesn't always work out that way, So it's just gotta be me, going through, just chatting about random stuff. Maybe singing, if I can't think of anything. So now you get to see what happens when I have a ton of time by myself. But yeah. And of course, leave comments if you want to ask something, because I don't really care. I mean, I do care, but I just don't know what to say. I could say so many things. Yeah. I'm not even paying attention to the wall right now. I'm just trying to think of things to say. Because I don't have to worry about overhangs. It's gonna get so much worse later. Now, I try to get as much sleep as possible, but I am still a little bit on the tired side, and my arms are actually tired, so maybe I didn't get enough sleep from the last time I did this. Because it's kind of funny because they were fine before, but now that's today. Now my arms are like, oh hey, we're not feeling it. It's like, right arms. The day that I actually climb. Now, sure. Oh yeah, by the way, the thing down there says that the moon is 15,000 total distance. Now is that just the moon itself, or is that on top of this whole thing as well? That's what I'm wondering. Because if it's just including this as well, that's not so bad, because that's another 6,000 meters. I mean, the overhang is still going to be the hardest part, though. Oh, we're going to lose the music pretty soon. Hope you brought some snacks. And feel free to put on some music in the background. Either that, or enjoy the nice and quiet while I fucking talk. Oh yeah. And if you don't like swears, sorry. It's just how I talk sometimes. Shouldn't take too long. I will say this is probably going to be the last time I ever climb this, because my controllers are a little squeakier from the last time I did this, so whoopsie. I have an excuse to get the index now, though. And before these break while making this climb, that would suck. Oh, this is fun. Now, there was someone else that was in this world, and then I go to try to join them, and then they left. It's like, at the very moment that I was gonna do it. It's just like, really? Really? I was kind of surprised, because I thought that they were gonna be like, oh hey, you're in this one, and you had your status changing for the climb all week. Maybe I'll go join you. Well, I guess not. Hmm. Oh, we can't see the tents anymore. They're outside the draw distance. Oh, this is so much more fun than the DLC part because the DLC part just repeats, and I had to make that climb twice. So it's nice seeing all the different uh tech frick, not textures. The fuck. What's the word I'm thinking of? Whatever. The maps in different locations. I don't know. I like I said earlier, I'm a little tired because I kept on trying to go to sleep, but apparently, have you ever tried to relax? It's a paradox. On a side note, I haven't watched Rick and Morty. I probably should. A bazillion people keep on recommending it. I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, because let's see. I think it was like Friday. I was like laying in bed for like 3 or 4 hours. My body just would not relax. So that kind of sucked. And then after that, it's just like 2 hours of just sitting in bed doing nothing after that. Hey, the spiral. I love the spiral because it's a nice little break from climbing. Oh yeah, I will say this though. VR has been making me relax a lot easier. It's very nice. If only there was a headset that I could sleep in, that would be nice. But while the headset is very comfy, it's not really designed for laying your head on it. Um, if, the deluxe one is better, of course, but it's still not designed for sleeping in. At least it's very comfy for this stuff. But if I ever get a headset like that, I will be sleeping in VR all the time. I don't know the next time I'll get a headset. I need to breathe. Not sweating yet. But it's getting warmer. All right, anyways, but yeah, I am going to be sleeping in VR at some point, probably. But I will be resting at the end of this, for sure. Hmm. Eh. And if anyone tried to add me and they saw a blue awhile and was like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah, that's not like rock. Well, that's just because when I start falling asleep, I go into the avali. It's just the thing I've been doing lately. And yes, I'm gonna do the little glide glitch because there's almost no places that like you can actually do that. It's mainly the main function of doing the glide stuff in this is just to get you back on track. Because the mountain has a tendency to toss people off a few times. Though I only got like shoved off like twice, so that's nice. Yeah. I wonder when the maker of this map is gonna change the freaking the hitboxes for climbing onto the walls to the end of the pickaxes because that's one thing that I heard that they were gonna do, and that would make things a lot nicer because that's a lot higher reach that you can get up to. It'd probably make things a lot easier. But yeah. But of course, if I were to make things a lot easier, I'd probably use a normal sized avatar, not something half my height. But I'm stubborn. Uh, oh yeah, and you may be wondering, why aren't you in third person? I mean, that's something I'm probably gonna do if I ever start streaming, is just go in third person. But for this, I feel like you get more of the experience from seeing what I'm looking at. Because otherwise, you're just gonna be staring at a lichen rock butt the whole time. And while looking at that butt might be nice, it'll probably be boring for a while. I'm still. One thing I'm going to be doing after this is trying to learn Blender. Because since this takes all day, I'm going to be like, instead of doing this all day, I'll be doing Blender instead. So I'll be spending my days off on. And if I follow Blender Guru's tutorial, should only take about a day. So that's my objective for next Monday. Because that's like the first time that I'll have to actually do anything since I'm working full time. Because Wednesday, I have to go war on the vegetation outside. The lawn needs to be mowed, and like there's like vines going everywhere. The vines look absolutely rad, but not exactly good for the plant life around. And yeah, I can't. If it gets into the correct places, it can be bad for the building too. So gotta get rid of the vines, as awesome as they are. We're making it. Oopsies. I had to look down there for a second. Hmm. Oh yeah, speaking of the index from earlier, freaking, some people were having problems with the right analog stick being broken, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the index controller right away. I do want to get it, but I'm also tempted to just get it right away because, I don't know. I don't want to get it like too late where like the haptics controller gets released. But then again, that thing's probably gonna be expensive as heck. Probably gonna be like $2,000 or something like that. But we'll have to see. So, I'll just be talking about some random topics, I guess. This morning I saw people talking about the Gen 8 Pokemon stuff. I want to get it because I haven't played a Pokemon game in like a decade. That was a long time ago. Like, I've only played spin-offs basically, so that's a thing. It's just I'd like to go play it, but after playing Pokemon Let's Go, where it's kind of like Pokemon Yellow, the game that I first played, it made me realize, you know what? Maybe I don't have the time to be playing a Pokemon game, and it's a lot more a lot more grindy than I remember. But even then, it's probably the original was probably more grindy. I don't have time to be grinding, so as much as I'd like to play a Pokemon game because I love Pokemon stuff so much, I don't think it's gonna happen. I just like the Pokemon world stuff, I guess. Also, some of the Pokemon have some really nice designs. Some of them, not all. That's for sure. Some of them have some pretty garbage designs. And then, let's see. Oh yeah, Hero got released like a few days ago. He's pretty ridiculous. I don't know if he's going to be top tier or not because that side B is absolutely devastating and it seems a little too easy to hit for how strong it is. It does take up most of his mana, but I don't know. Thing is, he takes a while to get his mana up. He seems to have a lot of startup, and some of his moves seem like they have a lot of end lag, so he feels like someone that could be taken down pretty easily with a fast character, but I don't know. And then there's the whole RNG down B thing. I haven't experienced that enough because I don't know if it's going to be like Game Watch's 9, where it's like, yeah, it's really powerful, but you can't count on it all the time. But from what I've seen, it's pretty ridiculous. I don't know. I'm probably not going to play Hero, though. Ah! There's the first time we've hit the controllers together. At least it wasn't my hand. So, yeah. And you might be wondering, who the fuck do you main in Smash? I could probably look at my other Smash videos. You could probably tell it's Meta Knight, but you know, sometimes I don't play him all the time. But yeah, Meta Knight and Lucario are my mains. I have more time spent training on Meta Knight, though the quality of those hours playing with Meta Knight are pretty terrible because I was always tired when playing Meta Knight. Lucario I've been playing a little bit of in Ultimate. He's been making some great progress, but still not the best because I don't have as much time. Also, I haven't been able to play Smash that much lately. And funnily enough, because of some streamer, I've been playing Snake more than anything else because he doesn't know the Snake matchup. And there's a bunch of people I know in Discord as well that don't know the Snake matchup as well. So I'm like, you know what? Snake's a fun character to play. How would I go play him? So I've been doing that. And he's a very interesting character. I really do feel like I feel like people get overwhelmed by him too easily. I don't know. Maybe it's because I played Link a bazillion hours when I was learning Smash. But yeah. I see the base. I'm going to have to take a break soon. So I'll keep talking about Snake until then. But yeah. I did not remember. I forgot how slow Snake is. He is absolutely abysmally slow. He can't change your direction at all. Unless if you do the B reverse with the grenade. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I gotta learn how to do with Snake in order to make him better. So eventually I'll go do that. But I don't know. Oh. Am I too short? I probably could do that, but I just don't feel like bothering with it. But yeah. Oh yeah, by the reason the reason why I was going with that streamer is because he's a Lucario main. Well, he self-proclaimed at least. He swapped to him like the day I saw him, so maybe he'll swap to something else later. It's possible. But yeah. One thing I did find out is that there's a map that's meant for testing the frickin' Firebird angles for Fox, and those are map is so nice for testing the Lucario up B recovery, because my gosh, you can just ledge grab constantly and just try again. And the center of the map is just perfectly at the height for Lucario's jump. So that's really nice. So, but I gotta go practice a lot of tech with Lucario. The more I look at Lucario, I feel like he's a harder character to play than Meta Knight. Meta Knight, I can just kind of go at people and things just flow naturally. But with Lucario, I feel like you have to be a bit more methodical. I mean, Meta Knight's still a hard character compared to a lot of characters in Smash, but Lucario is so much harder because you can't just like abuse the speed that he has or the multi jumps and the fact that he has a sword. And you can't punish people super hard for really dumb smashes using the dimensional cape. So yeah. Ow. I'm glad I'll get into the base soon because my arms are getting a little tired. Then I'll stop recording for a bit, drink some water, and I'll continue off. And I gotta say, it felt so long the first time I went to the base 1. Fling me. Whatever. Some places on this map you can just get flung by jumping up, and you can get some nice distance. It's pretty cool. Nobody came on into my world. I really doubt anyone's gonna go into this world. So yeah. Thing about base 1 is that there's like 3 little tents. So that's a little strange. Oh yeah. And I gotta go all the way up there. So we are here. 1,300 meters. So we gotta go about almost double that for base camp 2. So that'll be nice. But one thing we don't have to worry about is like the little spiral. Even though the spiral is kind of like a nice little break for your arms. So I'm going to take a little break because I'm probably not going to want to take a break like halfway through. And I don't want to hurt myself because I am definitely going to do that. I wonder how much time I took. It is not even 30 minutes? What? Man, I was booking it, I guess. Well, and I'm using a Lycan Rock. I'm like half the height of a normal character. Alright, well, I'm gonna go drink some water. I'm not even hungry. Well, I might eat something, but I'm gonna get some water. See you in the next video where I'll do from base camp 1 to base camp 2. Farewell.